Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I hope you are having a decent Shabbat and have been able to take a bigger break than usual due to the secular holidays that have been surrounding this time. So hopefully you've just had some downtime, some times to be with the few loved ones you're allowed to see and visit, and that you're ready to do some praying, some gratitude, some thanking your wonderful Jewish community for being here with you, for each other, to connect to God and to the spirit of Shabbat. So we will start with Shalom Aleichem to welcome in Shabbat. There's my pedal. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barhuni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Na 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 I'm going to take a moment and just glance at the streaming services to ensure that this is indeed going live. For I am running solo today so that our other clergy can take very well-deserved rest and be with their immediate family. And that means, though, that I don't get those furious texts from one another saying, are you okay? Is this live? So just thumbs up on Facebook if you can hear me and see me, if my little festive baubles are not too distracting. And yes, that's how we're going to play it. It does look like we're streaming on Facebook, which is wonderful. And hello, if you're seeing me from Facebook, hello as well if you're seeing me via YouTube, or if you're joining us via our Adat Ari website. These are all perfectly good options. With that little warm-up, I encourage you to continue to pray with me. We're on Lechu Neranana. I'm on page 11. We'll start just kind of slow and mellow, and maybe we'll gear up later on with some more, kind of raucous, enthusiastic singing. Lechu Neranana l'Adonai, Naria l'tzor yishenu. Nikadma fanav betoda bizmirot narialo ki el gadol na melech gadol kol elohim. I'll be turning the page to page 12. Continuing. Arba'im shana akut bador ve'omar am to'ev levavhem vehem lo yidahu achai, asher nishpati v'yarki, im yavo'un el menuchati. Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash. I invite you to sing a new-ish song with me, an English one by Julie A. Silver. It's the Hebrew verses are integrated as well, at least the first verses. But what I love is that it's the invitation in itself. The psalm says, sing a new song. Gives us permission to reinvent, to write new melodies to ancient verses. Paul wants to sing along? Yes. Feel free. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru Adonai shir chadash. Again, Shiru Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God, to the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Let's do another Shiru Adonai. Shiru Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song. Thank you, Brent, husband of Divine, and Shabbat Shalom. Please feel free to sing along with all the people in your household, and pets can howl along as well. So, with that, whoop. On the bottom of page 14, there's Yismahu Hashamayim. Yismahu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismahu Hashamayim, Yismahu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismahu Hashamayim, Yismahu Hashamayim, Yismahu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Jonah, can you say Hayam? Yiram Hayam, Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Umelo, Yiram Hayam, Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Umelo.
Good job, John.
Ya'alo Satai v'chol asher bo, az yonenu kol atzeya, lifnei Adonai kiva lishbot haaretz, yishbot tevel b'tzedek, v'amim emunato. We will skip the next psalm or two. We're going to go to 17. Let's go. Shiru Ladonai shir chadash ki niflaot asa, Hoshia lo yamino uzaro akadsho hodia Adonai Yeshuato le'enei hagoyim kilatzit hato zachach kesto ve'emunato levet Yisrael ra'u chol afsei Aretz et Yeshuat Eloheinu Hariu Ladonai Kol Haaretz Kitchu Ranenu V'Zameru Zamru Ladonai V'Hinor V'Chol Zimrahu V'Chatrot V'Kol Shofar Hariu Lifnei HaMelech Adonai Yiram Hayam Umlo Tevel v'yoshveva narot yimchahu chahaf yachad harim yeranenu lifnei Adonai kiva Lishbot haaretz, yishbot tevel b'tzedek, ve'omim v'mesharim, na 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 na. You get all sorts of tunes at the Yarkin household, and we're going to move on to L'chadodi. We're going to do, I think, about 6 of the verses, and this is just going to be a little homage to some of the tunes that you might be hearing at this time of year as well. And most of them, as you know, written by Jews. And yes, we're going to celebrate that fact. So let me just make sure I've got this. Ha 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 ha. And apologies if this gets in your head as well. So L'chadodi, we're on page 23. Just you'll kind of see there's just a couple of verses that I'll skip, and then we'll rise for our final verse for Bo Chala. And I'll see if I can do it while playing the piano as well. Ha 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 ha. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hi hishmihanu elcham beyufad Adonai echad u'shemo echad v'shemu letiferet v'halitila o l'chadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabla O l'chadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabla. Got that? We're going to do it to likrat Shabbat. Likrat Shabbat lehu v'nehelcha ki mekor chaberacha merosh mikedem nesucha so'of machazeh b'machshavat ila. Bring it home. Oh, l'chadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabla. Oh, l'chadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabla. Mikdash melech ir melucha. Where am I? Mikdash melech ir melucha. You know what? I'm doing the chorus to the verse. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei mitoch afecha rav lach shevet ve'emek chamacha v'hu yachamol alayich ne'ala. O l'chadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabla. O l'chadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabla. Hitoreri Kiva orem Uri shir daberi Kavod Adonai alai niglav L'chadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabla. What's that, Sabbath Queen? You prefer this one? Yeah, me too. It's nice and smooth. So we'll continue with this one. Yaminu smoleti frotzi v'et Adonai taritzi aliyat ish ben parzi v'nismecha nagila Lefadudi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabla. We'll be standing up now to really greet our bride of Shabbat. Boi l'shalom ateret bahala gam b'simcha u'b'tzala toch emunei am sekuna boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabla lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabla. Well, that basically worked out. Took me far longer than I'd care to admit to ensure that fitted. I'm not a very good piano player. It's very basic and it takes me a while. I'm not natural, but hopefully it's better than nothing. So with that offering to Shabbat, I hope she is thrilled with that. We now get to sing her own song. Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat Tov Lahodot Ladonai. It is good to praise God and to sing and thank you for it being Shabbat. Page 27. Tov Lahodot Ladonai. Tov Lahodot Ladonai. ולזמר לשמך עליון טוב להודות לאדוני להגיד בבוקר חסדך ולהגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות ואמונתך בלילות טוב להודות לאדוני. I'm on page 28. Tzadik katama yifrach ke'erez balvanon yizkeh shetulim b'beit Adonai b'chatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenufun b'seba deshenim v'rananim iyu lahakid ki asha Adonai tsuri tsuri v'lo avlatafu. So at this point, we offer our candlelight blessing. I lit my candles a while ago because it's been very dark for a while, and they're also over there. There's a big setup that you can't really see right now, but trust me, it's there. So I'm going to look at my Sabbath candles. I'm going to stand. I invite all of you to do the same, and we can sing a candle blessing together at this point. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. I'm gonna give you a kiss. It's a Shabbat kissy. Mwah. Throw a kissy into the kitchen there. Hopefully, Jonah, you get that kissy. Mwah. And Brent, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom again. Shabbat Shalom again to my Adat Ari community. I'm just going to, before we go into the Baruch Hu, say a few words about a really cool point that is such a minor, such a rabbinic point that I think it's Rashi, who obviously smartest person in the class, brings our attention to. And actually Rabbi David Kasher brought my attention to this little nugget of beautiful Torah, which is as follows. And in this week's Torah portion, which is Parshat Vayigash, there is a little counting, just a moment where we know that Jacob is being summoned to go down to Egypt so that he will be protected from starvation, because the land of Canaan, it's not doing well, but Egypt is in a time of plenty, thanks to the minister Joseph for hoarding all the grain. And there is a list given in the Torah of all the people who go down to Egypt with Jacob, his household. And it describes Leah and Rachel and her kiddies. Even Dinah gets to mention, the one daughter of this bunch. But the rabbis do a tally, and the names that the Torah lists are actually 32. But yet the verse says, oh, there's 33 who go down to Egypt. And that means the rabbis lean in and say, we can do math. We're very, very meticulous with this. Who is missing? What do we mean? There's this one person that isn't accounted for. And the secret in this text, the remez, is that it's actually Yochebed, Moses' mother, who was conceived in the land of Canaan, but born in Egypt. So she doesn't get counted as leaving because she's barely a thing. But what that does is it writes Moses, you know, our savior, the hero, the person who's going to take the baton from all of our Genesis characters and then, you know, sweep us into Shemot and get us to the playing field. And we're saying Moses's mother was there. She's a Genesis, she's a Bereshit character. And she's actually got a lot of themes, a lot of echoes of Bereshit in her own story. First of all, when she has a child, it says that she sees that it was good. In a similar way that God sees that humanity is good, and that all of creation is good. And also, if you think about what she does, her first true act is to allow Miriam to place Moses in the basket and send him down the river to protect him, and he doesn't drown. The waters actually save him, and Moses has like a Noah-like moment here at the beginning of Shemot. There's echoes, in fact, of Shemot in Genesis and vice versa. So there's just this beautiful moment where not only is Moses connected now to Jacob and his family, but also the idea that it's even more rightfully his home that he is going to restore us back to. So we're going to be in Egypt and the wilderness for a heck of a long time, but redemption is there. There's going to be a returning, a reckoning. So this wonderful character, Yochebed, is the key, the linchpin, and she is in this liminal space. So she's able to bind both Canaan and Egypt more tightly together. And when I read that little bit of rabbinic innovation now, I was just profoundly grateful to be Jewish, because that's the wonderful deep attention that our sages pay to numbers, to names, and their beautiful desire to see Moses, even at this time when we're still very much in the Joseph cycle. So Yesha Koach, not to me, but to Rabbi David Kasher, and even more to our ancient commentators. They're some of my faves. So with that, let's rise with pride, if we can, for the Baruch Hu. I'm on page 39A, and we can do our thing. You know, I will rise when we get to the Baruch Hu, but first I'll stay sitting, just because playing the piano and rising, I'm not a rock star. Maybe I was in my youth. Aha. Na 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Yoter. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Na 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 We may be seated if we haven't already been seated. I'm going to continue page 39A with our Ma'ariv opening blessings. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher hu ma'ariv aravim. U'mahavir yom u'mevi laila, u'mavdil ben yom u'vein laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu li'olam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. Page 40, Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Avtacha, Torah Mitzvot U'Kirush Batim Otanu Limadata, Ki hem chayenu v'orech yameinu v'hem nechei yomam v'layla v'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch ata Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol vavacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha. V'chayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha b'derech uv'shochbecha v'kumecha uk'shartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha ufi sharecha. The second and third paragraph we will do to ourselves. Adonai Elohechem emet, emet v'emunah kol zot v'kayam. We are shortly going to be on page 44 for our Micha Mocha. Even though in the Torah time line, we are just about getting to Egypt. This is the moment where we leave Egypt. So there's that hope. I hope it can kind of echo back through the thousands of years and we can say, Jacob, Joseph, it's okay. You'll get out one day. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלך מלכותך רב בניך בוקח ים לפני משה זנינו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. I'm going to read our Hashkivenu in English, as it's just one of those super ever pertinent prayers, especially when we really are sheltering in place. This prayer imagines that God is our shelter, and that we as God's hands, eyes, ears, and physical representations on earth, we get to be godlike when we shelter one another. And I know the past several months have been painful for so many of us who have had to refrain from gathering together, even now. But what we're being is that Sukkot Shlomecha that the prayer talks about. So let's hear that in English. I'm on page 45 and feel free to pray this in Hebrew if you choose. Allow us, Adonai our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us, shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you, Adonai, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. And may you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us and all the people Israel and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. חצי קדיש now. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויעמד דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי חון וביומי חון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי קדושה, תברכו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו, Amen. We're at our Friday night Amidah. Amen, says the Porg. So this is a silent prayer. Please feel free to tune out all background noises. I will be on mute for this. Feel free to daven this in English and Hebrew, or just take out some moments for some silent reflection, connect to your heart and your feelings, and pray that heart out. So page 47 to 52, and you can sit down when you're done. If you need a little bit more time davening your Amidah, please prioritize that. If not, join me with an Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. Ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. Yitgadal Yitgadal Shemei Rabbah, B'yamad Yibrach Yuitei V'yamlich Malchutei, B'chayachon of Yomechon of V'chayed Chol Beit Yisrael, B'agala Uvizman Karev V'yimaru, Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevorach, Liol Me'olom Ne'omaya, Yitbarach, 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 Yitba'av, Yitramam, Yitnaseh, Yitadav, Yitaleh, Yitalal, Shmei Dekudashah, Le'ela min kol b'chata v'shirata, tushb'chata v'nechemata, d'amiran b'yalma v'yimaru. Amen. Titgabel, Sultan v'hon d'hol Yisrael, kadamu v'hondi v'shmaya v'yimaru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu v'yokol Yisrael v'yimaru. Amen. Oseh Shalom b'romav, Yaseh Shalom aleinu v'yokol Yisrael v'yokol yoshvei tevel v'yimaru. Amen. I have grabbed my Kiddush cup. I hope that you were able to do so too. If not, go get it right now, right now. We are going to have Kiddush on page 55. And we will be applying a little sip to my baby there in the hope that he will sleep very well tonight. And of course, just, you know, in the festive spirit. Amen. Are you ready to say amen? We're going to say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. You can get closer to me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, kiyom tehillah l'mikrei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'charta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'yahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
You're not getting it back.
All right, I will have a sip of coffee then. You're welcome, little one, you're welcome. We will stay and remain arisen if we are already arised. For Aleinu, I'm on page 56. Aleinu l'shabech l'adon hakol, latet gedula liyotzeh bereshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, v'lo asamanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo asam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגבהי מרומים הוא אלוהינו אין עוד אמת מלכנו אפסו לטוב כך כתוב בתורתו ידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד על כן נקבע אדוני אמן ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. So this is the solemn part of our services. We've had some joyful times, some moments of singing, celebrating creation, and also abstaining from creation the rest of Shabbat. And we also lean into those people who are experiencing loss and sadness at this time. I'm just briefly sitting down so I can both post the list of names of all the upcoming yortzites that we are observing this coming week. Which is, going into 2021, which is incredible. And I also want to just give out a few condolences. So just bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to make sure that I've got the right names. And we're going to be on page 58 for the Mourners Kaddish. So I know that a lot of you have tuned in for this moment, but you also hopefully stayed for the prayers as well. So if you are indeed following on Facebook right now, please receive these list of names. And apologies if you're on YouTube or seeing it through our website, that you don't get to see these. We also want to specifically give our heartfelt condolences to a couple of individuals who have had funerals in the past week. So we have condolences to the family and friends of Myron Funk, that's Dennis Funk's father, and also to Carol Lieberman Bass. She, the family and friends of her, she was the daughter of Ida Lieberman, and also to the family and friends of Naomi Bauman. So again, we hold all of the people mourning these individuals in our heart at this time. And for those of you in your first several days or weeks or months of your first year, we know how incredibly painful this is. And we're so grateful that you are sharing your pain with us. If you wish to add the name or names of those you are saying this prayer for in the comments on the Facebook section, please feel free to do so, or just hold them in your heart at this time. I'm going to stand again for our Kaddish Yatom, our Mourners Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agala u'vizman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam ulolmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitrumam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudsha brichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran bi'alma v'yimru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shamaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. May their memories be a blessing to us, and may we live and do good deeds in their honor. So thank you, everyone, again. Shabbat Shalom. I hope that you are feeling well and healthy this evening. Tomorrow, you can join us in the Zoom room and receive an aliyah, if you so choose. Will be at 9:30, and it is a non-bar mitzvah Shabbat. And Cantor Aronoff and Rabbi Bernhardt will be your co-pilots. And on January the 10th, I know that if Cantor Aronoff was here, she would want me to tell you the following. There is a wonderful free Engel Chamber Music concert, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., I believe. And the information is on the website, and it can be in the comfort of your own home. So you can really sing along or even play along if you'd like. And also on January the 17th, our drive-in movie night is back. There are 3 different movies. One starts at 5, 7:30, and even a 9 p.m. And it is catered should you choose, but you can also, bring your own popcorn in the car. But strongly recommend you get the lovely nosh that Andreas is going to be providing. More information is on the website. And just once again, I hope that everyone is able to have a restful Shabbat and is able to spend it with at least someone they like, if not really like. And yeah, big hugs and kisses to all of you. We're going to wrap the service up with an Adon Olam. I'm on page 211 for this delightful tune that fits to almost anything. So challenge accepted. This will also be a familiar tune. I hope that you know how much I held back and restrained myself from singing more tunes to festive melodies. I could have done the whole thing, but I did a minimal, just a little smattering there. I hope that it was the right amount, not too much. And I hope that you're like, no, it wasn't enough, Rabbi Yakin. Do more, do more. It's okay. We'll do this again next year. Okay, so. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra li'ed na'asa b'chetzo kol azai melech shemo nikra Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra V'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora v'hu haya v'hu hoveh v'hu yeh b'tifara v'hu echad v'yein sheni lecham shilo lachbira v'li reishit v'li tachlit v'lo ha'oz v'hamisra Adon Olam V'hu eli v'chai go'ali v'tzuchev li b'hetzara v'hu nisi humanos li menat kosi b'yom ekra v'yado havkid ruki b'heiti shan b'hakira v'him ruki g'vi'ati Adonai li velo ira Adon Olam. Shabbat Shalom to one and all at Adat Ariel. Blessings.